She would get mad and she used to say that she'd come back to Memphis someday. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I haven't eaten a bite or slept for 3 days and nights. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. Well, I've got to find her and tell her that I love her so. I'll never rest till I find out why she had to go. Thank you for your precious time. Forgive me if I start to cry. That's how I got to Memphis. 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 That's how I got to Memphis.
Strange how you stopped loving me, how you stopped needing me when she came along. Came along, oh, how strange. Well, I guess that I was just your puppet you held on a string. To think I thought you really loved me, but look what thoughts can bring. Strange, you're still in all my dreams. What a funny thing. I still care for you. Oh, how strange. Well, I guess that I was just your puppet you held on a string. To think I thought you really loved me, but look what thoughts can bring. Still care for you. Oh, how strange, how strange, how strange, how strange, how
Welcome to my world.
Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Be you remote or be you live here from the Waylon, as indicated there. Tick, 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 tick. It's another lovely night of trivia. And of course, everything you donate goes directly to all of our bars. benefiting the furloughed staffs. Most of us are still sort of out of work at the Brazen Head and the Waylon, where we are live on 50th and 10th Avenue. The rest of you guys are remote out there in the middle of nowhere. But what we also fundraise for tonight is Gaf West, Gaf East, Biddy's Pub, and just one block away, our newest friend, Hibernia Hell's Kitchen. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. We have a lovely round of trivia ahead of us tonight. It's going to be incredibly difficult, like usual. And remember, there's more chances to donate throughout the evening. If you're playing live here in the Waylon, please open up the forms. You guys at home should see the forms upward in your chat. Look up in your chat and you will see both the form and the leaderboard. Remember, we're going to score ourselves and try to be as clever as possible. We already have 4 teams entered into the leaderboard. And here are the rules. My table is shaky again. My table's always shaky because it's the Waylon. We don't have good tables here. You want to pay us for a table? I'll gladly approve that fundraising effort. So, here are the rules of the evening tonight. Be you live or be you remote. Very simple rules. First rule is follow all of our lovely bars right here on the Instagram. Biddy's Pub, Brazen Head, Brooklyn, Gaf West, NYC, the Gaf NYC, that's Gaf East, the Waylon, where we are from, and Hibernia. I will. Absolutely. For everyone in the house, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it, and I'm going to tell you how to do it remotely. Make sure, of course, to follow me. The rules are just forthcoming in just a second. At Augur27 on Instagram and at Austin Tylero. For the people in the house, I will tell you the rules as well. Here are the rules for everyone. Rule 1, please first donate $10 per person to Venmo. You don't have to donate, but it does help out-of-work bar staffs at the aforementioned bars. A lot of us are on limited service staffs, or some of us still are not working as our bars have yet to fully open. Obviously, the Waylon is partially open at 25% capacity like some other bars, and I'm safely ensconced in a plexiglass box right now. Secondly, open the form. For those in the house, I will text you the form once I'm done presenting these answers, or you could just shout them out to me. No, don't shout them out to me, but I will give you the form. If you're here in the Waylon, I will give you the form, so just wait 1 second after I'm done presenting these rules. Second, get on the leaderboard. Open up the leaderboard on your Google Docs, and please tell us what your team name is. Please try to be clever with the team names. We have 5 teams already signed up. Next, on the drop-down menu on the leaderboard, tell us which bar you support, because that's how we distributed the monies. Teams no more than 6 players, please. Not like we can check, but please try to keep it under 6 players. Don't shout out the answers. That means if you're here live in person, do not shout the answers and do not enter them into the chat, because we can all see it and you'll spoil it for everyone else. Secondly, don't Google the answers. I know we're all on our wireless devices, but should you be on your wireless device and tempted to Google, please don't. It's all fair and on the level and more or less on the honors system. Turn in all your answers in the Google form on caps locks, please. It auto corrects you if you are on caps lock. Don't worry, if you're judged wrong, we will have an opportunity to dispute any answers. And then we go into round 1, novels. Coming up on screen right now. If you're in the house right now and you don't have the leaderboard or the form, don't worry, I will text it to you in just 1 second after I put up round 1, which is novels. I'm going to show you 12 pictures, 6 each, and they all will have something representing a novel, be it in an art property, a television property, or some other media, but they all represent novels. All I need is the name of the novel that is being represented. After that is round 2, athletics, mathematics. Round 3, before and after. The audio round is 80s super hits. Round 5 is... what was round 5? Round 5 is capitals, all about capital cities, and the last round tonight is random shit you should know. Remember, if you are watching at home, you can remotely interact with me via the Google chat, which is over there or over there, depending on how you have oriented your desktop. Coming up right now is round 1, novels. I'm going to show you 12 images, 6, then 6. and all you have to do is enter the answers. If you're here in the Waylon Live and don't have the answer forms yet, don't worry. The second I put up these first 6 images, I will give you the answer forms so that you may participate here live in person from the Waylon. All funds go to Gaf East, Gaf West, the Waylon itself, Hibernia, Brazen Head, and Biddy's Pub. Excellent. Any questions? No? Really don't care if you have any questions. That's what the chat is there for. Round 1, forms open, caps locks on, novels starting now. Not now. Now. Name the novel. 1 through 6 here.
Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. Ain't got no cigarettes. But 2 hours of pushing broom buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train. Destination Bangor, Maine. Wool worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found. Short but not too. And I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. I know every engineer on every train. All of the children and all of their names. And every handout in every town. And every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent.
Again, guys, everything you see here is a representation in another media of a famous novel. All I need is the name of those famous novels. Please make sure that you fill out your answer form in caps locks because it is case sensitive. After this round, we will reveal the answers together. We'll settle any disputes. Remember, I do see all of your answers. So you could say, hey, for number 7, I think I got it right. This is my team name. And I'll say, sure, you did. Or you'll say, hey, I think I got it right. And I'll say, nope, you didn't. No extra points. And make sure that you grade yourselves on the Google form labeled leaderboard. And the winner gets, I don't know, what's the winner get? The winner gets pride. Yeah, pretty much pride. Wiley, I did say, please use caps locks. Caps locks for every single answer. They are case sensitive, and if you spell them as best as you can, it will come out correct once you hit that submit button. 1 more minute left on 1 through 6 famous novels. Then coming up are 7 through 12. I'll give you a couple minutes to discuss in your preferred means of communication with your team members. I will ask you to click that submit button. We'll go over the answers together. We'll settle any disputes. We'll tally up our scores ourselves. You will grade yourselves in the column labeled novels. And we'll see who's in the lead going into round 2, athletics mathematics.
This morning wishing I could lose them jumping honky-tonk blues. Hey, the honky-tonk blues. Oh, Lord, I got 'em. I got the honky-tonk blues.
And there they are, numbers 7 through 12 in Name the Novels. Each of these are depictions of novels in another medium, be it film, theater, television, or art.
Well, I stopped into every place in town. The city life has really gotten me down. I got the honky-tonk blues. Hey, the honky-tonk blues. Hey, Lord, I got 'em. I got the honky-tonk blues. I'm gonna tuck my worries underneath my arm and scat right back to my pappy's
No need to click that
farm and
submit
leave
button
his
on your Google
honky-tonk
form
blues.
until I ask you to do so. You got 1 more minute left to look at these 6 famous depictions of novels.
got 'em.
Then I'll give you a couple minutes to discuss amongst yourselves. Then we move on to round 2, athletics, mathematics. Round 3 is before and after. The audio round is 80s super hits. Round 5 is capital cities. And the last round tonight is random shit you should know. 1 more minute left on numbers 7 through 12 of depictions of novels in other media, which is a very long way to say, what's the book?
Heading for the trains, feeling nearly faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained. Took us all away to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana and was blown.
All right, that's enough time for that, but I'm going to give you a couple minutes to discuss with your teammates. Don't click submit until you're ready. If you are ready, make sure your caps locks were on for all of your answers. In the meantime, let's see last week's results. Sixpence, one could wish for, took the lead in the second to last round and held on to it. But Heartthrob Bob Loblaw's Cop Job Law Blog made a strong second, right ahead of Mask of the Reed Death. The rest of you did blah, like last place, blahs. 2 minutes to discuss. Then I'm going to ask you to click that submit button. Then we'll turn them all in, review the answers together, settle any disputes, add up our scores out of 12 on the round 1 novels column. Then we'll move on to round 2, athletics, mathematics. After that, round 3, before and after. The audio round is 80s super hits. Capital cities for round 5, and the last round night, random shit you should know. 1 more minute to discuss your novels before you click that submit button, that all-important submit button. Caps locks on and try your best to spell your best. If you spell it phonetically, let me know. Say I was team XYZ and I think I got number 4 right, and I'll say, sure you did, give yourself an extra point. Or no, you didn't, incorrect. 1 more minute to discuss, then I'm going to ask you to click that submit button.
Every night she kept me from the cold. Then somewhere near Salinas, Lord, I let her slip away. Looking for the home I hope she'll find. And I trade all my tomorrows for a single yesterday, holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing left is all she left for me. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues.
All right, 1 more minute left to discuss and click that submit button. Some teams have already submitted and some great scores there, except for one team whose scores are terrible already.
Bobby McGee. La da 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 la da 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 me and Bobby McGee. La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 me and Bobby McGee. La da 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 la da 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 la da da.
All right, that's enough time up there. Let's click that submit button now, and then I will reveal the answers to round 1 novels. We'll go over the answers together. We'll settle any disputes. You will add up your scores, and then we'll tell you who's in the lead going into the next round, round 2. Athletics, mathematics. Round 3 is before and after. The audio round is the greatest hits of the 1980s, 80s super hits. Following that is capital cities, and then the last round of the night is random shizzy, you should nizzy. Hey, looks like we're all turned in. except we've got more teams who have turned them in than have put their team names on the leaderboard. So make sure you scroll upward in the chat and enter your team names into the leaderboard as we reveal the answers. If you are fine with how the Google form has judged you, please go ahead and put how many out of 12 you got in that column right now. Otherwise, here are the answers to novel adaptations. Number 1 was Jane Eyre. That was a recent adaptation of Jane Eyre. 2, Holden Caulfield hates phonies in The Catcher in the Rye. 3, Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. 4, that was a depiction of Bloomsday, the pivotal scene of James Joyce's Ulysses. 5, the iconic poster from Lolita. 6, Piggy gets squished in Lord of the Flies. 7, a battle scene in Napoleonic times is invariably War and Peace. 8, the iconic green dress from Atonement. 9, Emma Thompson's adaptation of Sense and Sensibility. 10, Orson Welles' visualization of Franz Kafka's The Trial. 11, Oprah Winfrey in Beloved. And 12, Whitley crashing his plane into the side of the cliff in painting from Catch 22. All right, guys, let me tell you, if you have any valid disputes, please reveal them in the chat right now. If not, hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 12 you've gotten correctly, and make sure to amp it up your answer form for the subsequent round, Athletics Mathematics. Does anyone have any disputes? If not, we're going to move forward after we reveal the scores. Wow, we have 10 teams playing tonight. Good job, everyone. Hey, and everyone's got their team scores in. No disputes. You guys are being a very amenable crowd tonight. And our scores, Black Lives Matter have not entered their scores yet, but I'll wait for them. But we've got 3 points for the highest of heels, 2 points for the OGs, 5 points for the Simple Minds, 6 for Wiley, 7 apiece for Spaghettification, SNL host Bill Barr with musical guest Ice Cube, Jesus Christ, Wake Me Up When November Ends, all with 7, and Premature Enumeration with 9. Just waiting for Black Lives Matter to put their score in so we can tell you where they are in the leaderboard. Otherwise, we're moving on to the next round. Shaky Table McGee. The next round is Athletic Mathematics. Athletic Mathematics. Very easy. I'm going to give you 2 numbers that are sports related, separated by a simple mathematic operation, plus, minus, divided by, or multiplied by. And all you have to do is give a positive integer result. Everything's positive. There are no negative numbers. There's no half numbers. There's no decimals. It's just a single positive number on Athletics Mathematics. Black Lives Matter are in. They are also tied with 7 points for second place. Athletics Mathematics are coming up now. After I reveal the 10th question, I will put all 10 of them up on the screen for you to take a review of with your teammates, give you a couple minutes to discuss them. Then I'm going to ask you to click that submit button. And again, the same thing. Well, actually, there can't be any disputes on this because they're literally numbers. If your number is wrong, you are wrong. So the second you've been judged by the Google form, hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 10 you got correct. Athletics Mathematics, question number 1 repeats after number 10. Michael Jordan Bulls number minus Babe Ruth's Yankees number. Michael Jordan's Bulls number minus Babe Ruth's Yankees number for number 1 in Athletics Mathematics.
Long enough for a kiss, saddle trap. I'm as free as the breeze, and I ride where I please. Saddle trap. Might even ride back through Phoenix someday. Might even stop for a while. But branded, no, never, I'll not be tied down.
Number 2 in Athletics Mathematics. Yards in an American football field plus yards in a Canadian football field. And that's the playing surface, not end zones. Yards in an American football field plus yards in a Canadian football field for number 2 in Athletics Mathematics.
watch the sunrise on a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong.
I got wobble wedges too. I doped it up with napkins, but it's still, I'm talking out loud. Now here's number 3. Number of original NHL teams multiplied by Derek Jeter's number. Number of original NHL teams multiplied by Derek Jeter's number for number 3 in athletics mathematics.
You belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Baby.
Storm Traveler says, I'm watching for fun, but donating to the Shaky Table Fund. I think I'm going to need something industrial to keep it from shaking. Or either that or I'm terrible at de-shakification. Number 4. The title of the fastest man or woman in the world is held by the best time in a race over this number of meters divided by the number of Tom Brady's Super Bowl MVPs. The title of the fastest man or woman in the world is held by the best time in a race over this number of meters and divided by the number of Tom Brady's Super Bowl MVPs for number 4 in athletics mathematics. The beauty of this round is every answer is just a full round whole integer number, so whatever you answer will be correct or incorrect. So the second we're done with this round and you've clicked submit, don't worry, I'll give you ample time to discuss with your teammates. You just turn it in, hop over to the leaderboard, and tell us how many out of 10 you got correct as we move into round 3 before and after. After that, the audio round of 1980s super duper duper hits. Not world capitals, it's all kinds of capitals for round 5, and the final round of the night is random. Shizzy, you shinizzy, my busies. Ready for number 5? Well, you don't really have a choice, because here's number 5. Rafael Nadal's singles Grand Slam titles minus Roger Federer's singles Grand Slam titles. Rafael Nadal's singles Grand Slam titles minus Roger Federer's singles Grand Slam titles.
Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry.
Number 6. Number of holes first at the 1764 St. Andrews Old Course plus number of men's major golf championships. Number of holes first at the 1764 original St. Andrews Old Course plus number of men's major golf championships for number 6 in athletics mathematics. Repeats of all of them will come up on screen after number 10. You'll have plenty of time to review with your teammates. Then we'll ask you to click that submit, grade yourselves, and move on to round 3 before and after. Number 7. Wilt Chamberlain's points on March 2nd, 1962 multiplied by the number on Dale Earnhardt's GM Goodwrench car. Wilt Chamberlain's points on March 2nd, 1962 multiplied by the number on Dale Earnhardt's GM Goodwrench car. Number 8 repeats after number 10. Number of laps in the Indianapolis 500 divided by Big Four sports franchises in the state of Texas. Clap, clap. Number of laps in the Indianapolis 500 divided by Big Four sports franchises in the great state of Texas. For number 8.
Make it worth living is guitars that tune good and firm feeling women. Now, I don't need my name in the marquee lights. I got my song and I got you with me tonight. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, with Waylon and Willie and the boys.
Number 9, 2 more questions on this round. Repeats will all come up on screen for everyone to review. You'll have several minutes to discuss with your teammates. Click that submit button, grade yourselves. I'll read the scores and we'll move on to round 3, before and after. Number 9, Tony Romo's number plus number of teams in the recently saved XFL. Tony Romo's number plus number of teams in the recently saved XFL.
So baby, let's sell your diamond ring, buy some boots and faded jeans and go away. This coat and tie is choking me, and in your high society you cry all day. We've been so busy.
And finally, question number 10 in mathematics, athletes. Yeah, there we go. There's the shorter version. Question number 10. All your repeats will come up after this question. I'll give you a couple minutes to discuss those with your teammates. Ask you to click that submit button. No need for caps locks because they're all whole numbers. Please don't fucking write out the numbers. Just write the number with the number keys, dickheads. Because I know someone's going to be like, I wrote 22. Fuck you. Number 10, DiMaggio's hitting streak minus Michael Phelps gold medals. DiMaggio's hitting streak, number of games, minus Michael Phelps gold medals. Those are your clues in mathematics, athletics. There they all are. 2 minutes to review these. Then I'm going to ask you to click that submit button. We're going to turn them in, add up the scores, and see who's in the lead going into round 3, before and after, here live from the Waylon and benefiting the Waylon itself, Gaf East, Gaf West, Hibernia Hell's Kitchen, the Brazen Head, Brooklyn, Biddy's, and I think I got them all. Sure, probably did. You guys have been immensely generous already. Let's keep that generosity going. 2 minutes to take a look at these. 1 minute to click that submit button. And then you're going to hop immediately over to your leaderboard and score yourselves out of 10. Then we'll move on to round 3, before and after, here live from the Waylon.
Everybody's going out and having fun. I'm just a fool for staying home and having none. I can't get over how she set me free. Oh, lonesome me. A bad mistake I'm making by just hanging around. I know that I should have some fun.
Jamil, thank you for your donation, $20 to the Shaky Table Fund. You're fired.
Oh, lonesome me. I bet she's not like me. She's
1 more minute to take a look at these repeats, then I'm going to take this slide down, and then you're going to click submit and grade yourselves on the leaderboard how many out of 10 you got. Of course, there's no argument in this because your numbers should be correct or incorrect.
There must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody new. I've thought of everything from A flirting with the boys with all her charms.
All right, guys, time's up. Click that submit button now. I'll give you 1 minute or so to click that submit button. Once all your answers are in, you can hop on over to the leaderboard to enter how many out of 10 you received correct by the Google form. But I will still reveal the answers for all of our illuminations and educations for those of you who are not clicking the submit button on said Google form. Hey, I saw one team's from Arkansas. Argument on number 10. What is your argument? I don't think there's going to be an argument because it's math and you can't argue with math. So, also, guys, by the way, guys, I don't really care about your arguments.
If I were walking in your shoes, I wouldn't worry none. While you and your friends are worrying about me, I'm having lots of fun. Counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with the deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me I've nothing to do. Last night I dressed in...
All right, looks like we're all turned in. Here are the answers. Number 1, Jordan's Bulls number minus Ruth's Yankees numbers. 23 minus 3 equals 20. Yards in American football plus yards in Canadian football. There are 110 yards in Canadian football. Thus, the answer is 210. Original NHL teams times Derek Jeter. Number 2 is 12. Original 6 times 2. The fastest man or woman on earth is the 100-meter champion, and Tom Brady had 4 MVPs at the Super Bowl. Thus, the answer is 25. Nadal and Federer are tied at 20 apiece in singles Grand Slam championships. Thus, the answer is 20 minus 20, 0. 18 holes at the very first Old Course at St. Andrews, and 4 major titles make the answer 22. There are 100 points scored by Wilt Chamberlain on March 2nd, 1962 times Dale Earnhardt's number 3 GM Goodwrench equals 300. 200 laps in the Indianapolis 500. It's a 2.5 meter mile thingy. And there are 8 Big 4 franchises in the great state of Texas. The answer is 25. Number 9, Tony Romo's number is 9, and there are 8 teams in the recently saved XFL. Thus, the answer is 17. And Joe DiMaggio's hitting streak was 56. Michael Phelps has 18 individual gold medals. I should have clarified that, but I'm not, so fuck you. The answer is 38. No arguments. Don't care. Turn in your answers now and add up your scores. No arguments. Gavel dropped. Ann Comey, whatever the fuck her name is. All right, guys, round 3 is before and no. Yes, I know he's got 23. Yeah, nope. Number 6 did not have 22 holes at the time. The 1764 Old Course was the first year of an 18-hole golf course. Thus, the year 1764. That was not an arbitrary year. That was the year they established 18 holes. I did not give that for fun. There we go. You're not putting a 10, Jay. I'm deleting your answers. There we go. 1764 was the first year that the Old Course had 18 holes. That's why I picked that specific year. That's why there's clues in there. So no arguments. Add up your scores. Put them in right now. No mercy. No holds barred. Also, ultimately, I don't really care, so put whatever you want. Put 7,000. I'll just delete your entire column. All right, guys, here we go into round 3, before and after. Here are the rules, and then I'll reveal the scores going into round 3, before and after. If I were to say this Billy Joel song will get you high tonight and Lynchburg's famous whiskey, the answer would be Captain Jack Daniels. That's right. There will be 2 separate questions separated by the word and that form one compound answer with no partial credit. Think of one half, think of the other half, put them together. That is your answer. I will reveal all 10 clues, put up your repeats, then we move on to the audio round, 80s super hits, round 5 all about capitals, and then the last round night is random shit you should know. All we need now is SNL host Bill Barr to put their number up, and I can tell you who's in the lead going into round 3, before and after, where you're going to think of one half, think of the other half, find the word that joins it together, and write the whole thing out. SNL host Bill Barr. You guys, I'm just marking it up for you because you haven't done it yet. Boom, bam, bing. And here are the leaders. A whole slew of teams with 13 points apiece, including the highest of heels, Black Lives Matter, and Wake Me Up When November Ends. Spaghettification Nation, SNL host Bill Barr, and Premature Enumeration all have 15 points, tied for the lead. All right, guys, here we go. In round one, before and after. Think of one half, think of the other half. All your repeats will come up after number 10. Then we go to the audio round. 80s super hits. Number 1. Now, Hearst Publications recently acquired this automotive enthusiast auction site, and Nova Scotia's Sunnyvale is the setting for this long-running Canadian mockumentary series. Hearst Publications recently acquired this automotive enthusiast auction site, and Nova Scotia's Sunnyvale is the setting for this long-running Canadian mockumentary series for number 1 in Before and After.
And souls that cry for water, clear water. The nights are cool and I'm a fool. Each star's a pool of water. Clear water. And with the dawn I'll wake and yawn and carry on to water. Cool, clear water. The shadows sway and seem to say
Number 2 in Before and After, Eartha Kitt's 1953 Christmas hit and Britney's debut album and single. Same title. Eartha Kitt's 1953 Christmas hit and Britney's debut album and single for number 2 in Before and After.
Hear our prayer and show us where there's water. Clear water. Keep a moving, Dan. Don't you listen to him, Dan. He's the devil, not a man. He spreads the burning sand with water.
Number 3, Loggerhead, Green, Kemp's Ridley, etc., etc., and Companion Cry to Cowabunga. Loggerhead, Green, Kemp's Ridley, etc., etc., and Companion Cry to Cowabunga. Guys, microphone's on. They can hear you. Actually, they probably can. It's very directional, but still, I could fucking hear you, so quiet down. Haha. They're excited. There's actually people right here, but I'm on a microphone, so I'm louder and better looking. That's not true. I'm way not better looking.
More than water. True, clear water. Like me, I guess he liked to rest where there's no quest for water.
Number 4 in Before and After, Ben & Jerry's Banana Offering and A Plumber's Accessory or Foo Fighters Song. Ben & Jerry's Banana Offering and A Plumber's Accessory or Foo Fighters Song for number 4 in Before and After. Remember, guys, caps locks on. Try to spell your best. Of course, any disputes can be settled after we reveal all the answers. And after question number 10, you'll have plenty of time to review with your teammates before I ask you to click that all-important submit button on round 3, Before and After.
And I fumbled through my closet for my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. And I washed my face and combed my hair and stumbled down the stairs to meet the day. I'd smoke my
Number 5, Christina Aguilera's first Billboard #1 and the 21-tooth crown cork is the international standard for this sealing item. Christina Aguilera's first Billboard #1 and the 21-tooth crown cork is the international standard for this sealing item.
Then I crossed the empty street and caught the Sunday smell of someone frying chicken. And it took me back to something that I'd lost somehow.
The peanut gallery next to me is like, sealing item? Is it a fan? Is it a bizarrely Second Amendment, maybe right-wing cannon flag?
Wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. Oh, there's something in a Sunday.
Number 6, repeats after all 10. I'll give you plenty of time with your teammates to discuss offline or however you might decide to. These clues. Then we'll reveal the answers, settle any disputes, add up our scores, and see who's in the lead going into round 4, the audio round. 1980s mega hits, and I'm telling you, they're huge. Totally huge. They're as huge as spreading a deadly virus through Iowa currently. Pacific Ocean fish named for its distinctive striping, and the American franchise of their international format, Dragon's Den. Pacific Ocean fish named for its distinctive striping, and the American franchise of the international format, Dragon's Den. For number 6, in before and after. Think of one half, think of the other half, find the word in the middle that joins them together, write the whole thing out.
Listen to the song that they were singing. And I headed back for home, and somewhere far away a lonesome bell was ringing. And it echoed through the canyon like the...
Number 7, the author of 2011's How to Win at the Sport of Business and Ham, Pork, Swiss Cheese, Pickles, and Mustard Between Bread Pressed. The author of 2011's How to Win at the Sport of Business and Ham, Pork, Swiss Cheese, Pickles, and Mustard Between Bread Pressed. For number 7, in before and after.
Makes the body feel alone. There ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound on the sleeping city sidewalks. Sunday morning coming down.
Number 8. Here's number 8. On January 27th, 1801, just 4 weeks before the end of the Adams administration, he was confirmed as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and Eminem. On January 27th, 1801, just 4 weeks before the end of the Adams administration, he was confirmed as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court and Eminem.
There ain't nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound on the sleeping city sidewalk. Sunday morning coming down.
2 more questions left on this round, and then all of your repeats will come up on screen, 1 through 10. I'll give you a couple minutes to review with your teammates. Then I'll ask you to click that submit button. We'll review the answers together. Then we'll settle any disputes, add up our scores, and see who's in the lead here, live from the Waylon, and benefiting the Waylon, Hibernia, Gaf East, Gaf West, Biddy's, and Brazen Head, Brooklyn. Dear White People, Selma and Thor Ragnarok Star, and Hold Me Now and Dr. 80s Britpop Band. Dear White People, Selma and Thor Ragnarok Star, and Hold Me Now and Dr. 80s Britpop Band for number 9 and Before and After.
Makes a scene by hanging all over me in a crowd. 'Cause people like to talk, Lord, don't they love to talk? When they turn out.
And number 10, all your repeats come up after this. According to Yogi Berra, when you come to one of these, take it. And MTV's RV-based real-world companion show. According to Yogi Berra, when you come to one of these, take it. And MTV's RV-based real-world companion show for number 10. Here are all your repeats. 2 minutes to take a look at this. Another minute or so to discuss with your teammates, and then I'm going to ask you to click that submit button. We'll review the answers together, then we'll go into the next round, 80s Super Hits.
My baby makes me smile, Lord, don't she make me smile. Never far away or too tired to say I want you. She's always a lady, just like a lady should be. But when they turn out the lights, she's still a baby to me. 'Cause when we get behind closed doors, then she lets her hair hang down, and she makes me glad that I'm a man. Oh, no one knows what goes on behind closed doors. Behind closed doors.
Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. And now you wear your skin like iron, and your breath is hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seemed. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dream. Pancho was a bandit boy. His horse was fast as polished steel. He wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Well, Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying word. Oh, but that's the way it goes. All the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dusty Pancho a bit down south ended up and left his mount. The day they laid poor Pancho low, the lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. There ain't nobody knows. All the federalists say they could have had him any day. We only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose.
Pancho fell and left his living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, and so the story ends, we're told. Pancho need your prayers, it's true, to save a few for Lefty too. He only did what he had to do, and now growing old.
All the federalists say we could have had him any day. We only let him go so long out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federalists say could have had him any day. We only let him go so long out of kindness, I suppose.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new.
All right, guys, looks like we've all turned him in. If you are satisfied with how the Google form has judged you, please enter how many out of 10 you got on their leaderboard next to your team name. However, you're not the scores will be the answers will be revealed forthwith. Remember, guys, round 5, which is all about capitals and capital cities, will be the bribery round. The more you give, the more you get, and the more we get here at Gaf East, Biddy's, Gaf West, Brazen Head, Hibernia, and here live from the Waylon. Everyone turned in. Please settle any disputes after I reveal the answers. And here they are, round 3's answers. Now, number 1, Hearst Publications recently acquired this enthusiast site and Canadian mockumentary Bring a Trailer Park of Boys, Eartha Kitt's hit and Britney's first album Santa Baby One More Time, The Loggerhead, The Green, etc., and Cowabunga's companion cry Sea Turtle Power, Banana Offering by Ben & Jerry's and a Plumber's Accessory, our Foo Fighters song Chunky Monkey Wrench. Christina Aguilera for number 5, her first number 1, and the 21-point Crown Cork is one of these. Genie in a Bottle Cap. If you said bottle top, give yourself a point. I didn't want that to be it, but whatever. It looks like some of you did. Striped South Pacific Fish and Dragon's Den in the United States. Tiger Shark Tank. Business author and television personality and pressed food over bread, Mark Cuban Sandwich. The Supreme Court Justice nominated for chief just 27 days before the Adams administration concluded. And Eminem and John Marshall Mathers, star of Thor Ragnarok and Dr. band Tessa Thompson Twins. And when you come to one of these, Take It, said Yogi Berra, and RV-based real-world companion show, A Fork in the Road Rules. All right, guys, what do we got for Mark Cuban Cobb Job Sandwich? No, that does not count. Any disputes? Please let me know right now. Otherwise, hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 10 you got correct. Holy crap, everyone did it, and we've got a slew of 10s for 10s. Let's see what the scores are going into the audio round. 1980s super hits. Well, we've got 1 leader, Premature Enumeration. 23 points apiece for Wake Me Up When November Ends, Black Lives Matter, and Highest of Heels. 22 right behind them for SNL Host. Mark Cubano does not count because it doesn't work in the format of the clue. Therefore, no. Nope. Wiley does not count because the way the clue is formatted, that would not make sense. It has to all work within the format of the clue. All right, here we go into the audio round, which is 1980s super hits. Listen very carefully. 10 song clips will be played through once. You get 1 point for the band or artist. I don't need featuring. 1 point for the song title. I don't need parentheticals. 1980s super hits. 10 song clips played through once. 20 points on the board. 1 point for the band or artist. 1 point for the song title in 1980s super hits. After that is round 5, the bribery round, capital cities. Then the last round of the night is a random shit you should know. 80s super hits. Does everyone have the form? If not, I'm going to send it over to you right now in the chat because some of you might not have opened it, but it looks like all of you did. That's yet another thing I could see on you. There is the form, and here comes 1980s super hits. 1 point for the band or artist performing the song. 1 point for the song title. They're all played through once, so pay attention. Number 1. Number 2. We just had a dog run through the bar. And number 3 now. Number 4. Number 5. 7.
I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. That much is true. But even then I knew I'd find a much better place, either with or without you. The 5 years we've had.
And at number 8. Number 9. Make sure your caps locks are on, please. Yeah. And number 10. Guys, that's it for this round. Please discuss with your teammates over the next couple minutes, and then I'm going to ask you to click that submit button. Coming up next is the bribery round. The bribery round, of course, is capital cities. 2 minutes to discuss with your teammates.
What I didn't know then, against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong, but just running against the wind.
The years rolled slowly past. I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. I found myself further and further from my home. I guess I lost my way. There were oh so many roads. I was living to run and running to live, never worrying about paying or how much I owe. Moving 8 miles a minute for months at a time, breaking all the rules I could bend. I began to find myself searching for shelter again and again.
Against the wind, we were running against the wind. I found myself seeking shelter against the wind.
Guys, if you like how your scores have turned out from the Google form, hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 20 you received. If not, just wait for me to reveal the answers in just 1 more minute. 1 more minute to click that submit button on the Google form. Then we go to the bribery round, around 5 capital cities. And the last round tonight is random shit you should know. Here, live from the Waylon and benefiting the Waylon, Hibernia, Gaf East, Gaf West, Biddy's Pub, and Brazen Head, Brooklyn.
Against the wind, against the wind. I hear the sound.
Wiley, if you got it right and it's in the wrong column, don't worry about it. Give yourself a point. Here are the answers. Once everyone clicks submit, click your submit button right now. Click your submit button right now, and I'll reveal the answers. And again, if you might have misplaced it, just give yourself the point, because ultimately what I say for the answers is what you should be grading yourself on. Any disputes, just wait for me to settle it after I reveal the answers. You have 1 minute remaining to click that submit button, all teams. Make sure your caps locks are on. And then we go into round 5, capital cities, followed by the final round of the night, random shit you should know, here, live from the Waylon on 50th and 10th Avenue in the heart of Manhattan. Wow, some really great scores indeed. Wiley, there is a way to not add an apostrophe on that. It's fine. If you don't, I also had it without the apostrophe. But if you misspelled it, you still got a point. If you're right, you're right. Don't worry about it. Daniel, same thing. You got an out. You're right. You got it. It's fine. Give yourself a point for that. All right. Has everyone turned them in? Has everyone clicked their submit button? If not, here are the answers to 1980s super hits. Again, what I say here, here is what your answers should be graded upon. The Google form is just an added device to help you out along your way to misery. Because aren't we all miserable? Hi, I'm back. All right, here are the answers to super hits. Number 1 was Whitney Houston, I Wanna Dance with Somebody. 2, Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. 3, Guns N' Roses, you wrote Guns and Roses. Sure, give yourself a point, it's stupid, but yeah. Sweet Child O' Mine. 4, Aha, Take On Me. 5, Bon Jovi, Livin' on a Prayer. If you wrote Living on a Prayer or Livin' on a Prayer, sure, give yourself a point. But do not give yourself a point for John Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi is him as a solo artist. This is his band, which is named Bon Jovi. 6, Lionel Richie, All Night Long, All Night. I don't need the second all night, just All Night Long. 7, The Human League, or even if you wrote Human League, Don't You Want Me. 8, Kim Carnes, Betty Davis, Eyes. Queen for number 9, Another One Bites the Dust. And 10, the band is Dead or Alive, and I will not accept anything other than You Spin Me Round as your title. You Spin Me Right Round is not an acceptable answer, nor is Like a Record, because I said earlier, no parentheticals. All right, guys, what do we got for any disputes? We'll settle them all here. The sheet is screwed up. All right, well, I probably screwed it up. Never mind. Just judge how I did it right here, because I probably screwed it up because, you know, I have to make 6 of these a week. And it's a lot of manual labor. Well, not manual labor. It's a lot of data entry. So if the score sheet is messed up, just judge yourselves on what's written right here. Then hop on over to the leaderboard and tell us how many out of 20 you got right. And I'm seeing some very, very high scores. And once we reveal who's in the lead, we will move on to the next round, World Capitals, which of course is the bribery round. And I'll tell you how that works in just a second. Okay, we're all sorted. Here is the leaderboard. Going in to the penultimate round of the night. Well, we got some teams very close at hand. 40 points for SNL host Bill Barr, 41 for Highest of Heels, 42 for Wake Me Up When November Ends, and 44 in the lead, Premature Enumeration. Coming right now is the bribery round, around 5 World Capitals. And here is the, oh no, surprise! Surprise, surprise, surprise. 5 bonus points on this extra question. First person across with the correct answer in the YouTube chat wins. Please don't concentrate on saying your team name. Just concentrate on getting it right. I will identify who has gotten it right from my perspective. I know different computers lag at different times, but I'm only judging what I see first. The first person to get this correct in the YouTube chat nets their team 5 bonus points going into the next round, the bribery round, capital cities. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? 5 bonus points. First one to correctly identify this gets the points, and it must come across the YouTube chat. Only one of the previous round's songs was on the best-selling album of that respective year. What is the name of that album? Only one of the previous round's songs was on the best-selling album of that year. What is the name of that album? The Frick-a-Frack, you got it. Slippery When Wet. Absolutely brilliant. There we go. No other song was on the #1 album of the year. Slippery When Wet. Bingo, bango, boingo. That's Wake Me Up When November Ends, and they get 5 bonus points, which puts them in the lead at 47 over Premature Enumerations, 44 points. Absolutely brilliant. Here we go. To round 5, the bribery round. All proceeds go to the staff at the Brazen Head, the Waylon, Gaf East, Gaf West, Biddy's, and Hibernia. We are, of course, broadcasting live from the Waylon. Here's how it works. Venmo Austin T. Rogers $20 and you will get a clue for the forthcoming round. Venmo me $40 and you get a full bore answer. Here's the catch. I'm not telling you which of the 10 questions this clue or answer is relevant to, but the more generous you are, the more you can hedge your bets in the next round, knowing full well that is capital cities. $20 gets you a clue to one of the questions unidentified. $40 gets you a full bore correct answer to one of them. Start your Venmo buttons now. I will give you 2 minutes to Venmo bribes. $20 for a clue, $40 for an answer. Everything you donate goes to the staffs of the Waylon, Gaf East, Gaf West, Hibernia, Biddy's, and Brazen Head, Brooklyn. 2 minutes. Bribery window open now.
I could say it's over now, that I was glad to see you go. I could hate you for the way I'm feeling. My lips could tell a lie, but my heart would know. It's a sin to make me cry when you know I love you so. I could tell my heart that I don't miss you. My lips could tell a lie, but my heart would know. I could give you all the blame, but I'm sure the truth would show. I could tell this world I've found a new love. My lips could tell a lie, but my heart would know. I can't fool my crying heart, 'cause it knows I need you so. I could tell my heart I'm glad we parted. My lips could tell.
1 more minute left for bribes. Remember, $20 gets you a clue, $40 gets you a full bore answer. Knowing full well that the next round is World Capitals.
never meant to cause you any sorrow. I never meant to cause you any pain. Only wanted one time to see you laughing. I only wanted to see you laughing in the purple.
All right, guys, we are all turned in our bribes. Very generous. Thank you so much, because all of this goes to the little work staffs of all of our family of bars here, live from the Waylon in Manhattan. The next round is capitals. They could be state capitals. They could be regional capitals. They could be capitals that no longer exist. They could be empire capitals. Just capitals. Repeats after question number 10, of course. All 10 will come up on screen, and you will have ample time to discuss with your teammates. Then we go in the final round of the night, random shit you should know, here, live from the Waylon in Hell's Kitchen on 50th and 10th Avenue. Question number 1. Name any nation of the world except South Africa that has multiple capital cities. Name any nation of the world except South Africa that has multiple capital cities for number 1 in capitals.
Oh, purple rain, purple rain. Hey, purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you underneath the purple rain.
Number 2 in capitals. For one day in 1940, the Stortinget moved to Hamar, a town on the shores of Lake Mjosa, and it became the capital of this country for one day. One day more. One day. It's a terrible musical. For one day in 1940, the Stortinget moved to Hamar, a town on the shores of Lake Mjosa, and it became the capital of this country for just one day.
Let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, purple rain, purple rain. Oh, purple rain, purple rain. Only wanna see you laughing in purple rain.
Number 3. What is the capital of Greenland? What is the capital of Greenland?
Oh, purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh, I wanna see you laughing in purple rain.
Number 4 repeats after question number 10, of course. This state capital is both the second most populous state capital and the country's most populous state capital that isn't the most populous city in its state. This state capital is both the second most populous state capital and the country's most populous state capital that isn't the most populous city in its state. For number 4 in capitals.
Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Give him all.
Number 5 repeats after number 10 in capitals. 7,000 years ago, Rajes, the capital of the Median Empire, had as a suburb this current national capital. Now Rajes is its 20th municipal district. 7,000 years ago, Rajes, the capital of the Median Empire, had as a suburb this current national capital. Now Rajes is its 20th municipal district.
Forgive him, even though he's hard to understand. And if you love him, oh, be proud of him, 'cause after all, he's just a man.
I'm doing the Blues Brothers dance. Remember the Blues Brothers did this in the Roadhouse? Stand by your man. I don't remember actually what it was, but it was something like that. Number 6, from 1929 until 1961, this capital city of Tajikistan was known, unfortunately, as Stalinabad. From 1929 until 1961, this capital city of Tajikistan was known, unfortunately, as Stalinabad. What's the capital of Tajikistan? That's the question. There we go.
But you're a man. Stand by your man and show the world you love him. Keep giving all the love you can.
We play both kinds, country and western. And apropos of that is number 7, made popular by Johnny Cash. This song is about a relationship on the rocks in a city in Tennessee, not the capital of Mississippi. Made popular by Johnny Cash, this song is about a relationship on the rocks in a city in Tennessee, not the capital of Mississippi. For number 7 in capitals.
And it's signed with love, just like it used to be. The only thing different, the only thing new. I've got your picture, she's got.
Now that my mom's here, I could say, hi, Mama. See you tomorrow. Also, I adhered to your wishes and I didn't get wasted tonight's trivia because you say I suck at it when I'm drunk. Personally, I think I'm awesome at it, but that's you. Yeah, they say I'm awesome at it. So listen, yes, yeah, in your face. Number 8, noted as the birthplace of capital punishment and nicknamed the Windy Apple, this is the name of the capital city in the state in which The Simpsons Springfield is located. Noted as the birthplace of capital punishment and nicknamed the Windy Apple, this is the name of the capital city in the state in which The Simpsons Springfield is located. For number 8 in capital cities.
Let me be. I've got your class ring that proved you care. And it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different.
Well, you know what, Leah? Sometimes it's just for me to have fun, not you guys. You guys are mistaking this for a democracy. I'm gonna have fun. If I get wasted, I just put on a bad product and never get hired again. I'm so lonely. Number 9, 2 more questions on this round. All repeats will come up after number 10. Then we'll move on to the final round night random shit you should know. And it's a very close game at hand. After Wake Me Up When November Ends, nail that 5-point bonus. They are 3 points ahead of premature enumeration, but they are only 9 points ahead. Simple Minds and Black Lives Matter both at 38. So very close game. Only 9 points separate first from 8th place. Here's number 9. The fictional businesses The Dragonfly Inn and Luke's Diner are located 30 minutes from this state capital. The fictional businesses, the Dragonfly Inn and Luke's Diner, are fictionally located 30 minutes from this real state capital. For number 9, in state capitals. I don't want to wait for our... Is that the right theme song? I think that's the wrong theme song. Oh no, that was
Well, I've never
shit.
been
I sang the wrong one. I sang the wrong theme song. Oh, that was a red herring then. I sang the right theme song.
They say the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, can't refuse it. Well, I'm never gonna lose it. Well, I've never been to England, but I kinda like the Beatles. I was headed for Las Vegas.
And number 10, 10th question of the round repeats. On 12 December 1991, Abuja replaced this city as its nation's capital. On the 12th of December 1991, Abuja replaced this city as its nation's capital. Here are all your repeats in capital cities. 2 minutes to take a look, another 2 minutes to discuss with your teammates. Then we go in the last round. Random shit you should know, but not before we reveal the answers, settle any disputes, add up our scores, and see who's in the lead going to the final round here live from the Waylon in Hell's Kitchen.
Well, Oklahoma, Arizona, what does it matter? Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. They say the ladies are insane, man, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, I can't refuse it, but I'm never gonna lose it.
Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. Well, I'm standing on the corner with a bucket in my hand. I'm waiting for a woman and ain't got no man, 'cause my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. Well, I went up on the mountain, I looked down in the sea. I seen the crabs and the fishes doing the bebop beep, 'cause my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer. Well, there ain't no use of me working so hard when I got a woman in the boss man's yard, 'cause my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer.
bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no beer.
Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out from Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, and passing trains that have no names, and freight yards filled with old black men, and the graveyards of the rusty automobile. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans, and I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Leaving cards with the old man in the club car. Penny a point, there ain't no one keeping score. And pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the wheels rumbling neath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. And mothers love your babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me?
All right, looks like you guys have all turned in your answers. Here are the answers, and any disputes will be settled after I reveal said answers. Answers around 5 capitals. Any of the capitals for number 1 that do not, any of the nations that do not have, any of the nations that have more than one capital city are listed here. Benin, Bolivia, Burundi, Chile, Cote d'Ivoire, Dominican Republic, Eswatini, Honduras, Malaysia, Montenegro, Netherlands, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, and Yemen. If you named any of those, you've got a point. Number 2, the Stortinget is Norway's parliament, and for one day it moved to Hamar on the shores of Lake Mjosa. Number 3, the capital of Greenland is Nuuk. It is not Copenhagen. Greenland is an autonomous province and has its own capital city. The most populous state capital that isn't the most populous city in the state is Austin, Texas. Rajes, 7,000 years ago, was a suburb of Tehran. Now Tehran was a suburb of Rajes. Rajes is now a suburb of Tehran. Tajikistan's capital used to be called Stalinabad. It's now Dushanbe. I'm going to Jackson, which is Jackson, Tennessee, not Jackson, Mississippi, as most people think. The capital city of The Simpsons is called Capital City. The Dragonfly Inn and Luke's are near Hartford, Connecticut, fictionally, and Lagos, the largest city in Nigeria, has been supplanted by Abuja. Here, what do we have for our disputes? Any disputes? Going once, going twice. If not, move on over, and you already have, to the leaderboard. And let's see who's in the lead going into the final round of the night. Random shit you should know. Wake Me Up When November Ends has 54. 53 for premature enumeration, 49 for highest of heels. A couple of teams with 47. Then we got 46, 45, 36, and 35 down the line. That means it's almost anyone's game because we have enough points on the board in the last round night. Random shit you should know to knock this out of the park. All right, guys. Last round night, random shit you should know. There's neither rhyme nor reason to any of these clues, so do not look for a theme. Ready to go? Ready, steady, Freddy, go. Question number 1, and before, oh, surprise! Oh no, I did it again. Oh, surprise. 7 points on the board for the first person to crack this anagram. The first correct answer to come across the YouTube chat wins 7 points for their team. Just concentrate on getting it right. Don't concentrate on identifying your team. I will tell you who won because it's from my perspective on the Google chat. The first person who I see come across, despite all of your lag issues or difference in time zones or whatnot, it's what I see counts. 7 points on the board. It must be in writing. It must include every single letter, and there's a hint in there on what it might need. The clue is dynamic duo, and you must scramble. Jawbones evoke vets and zits. Dynamic duo. Jawbones evoke vets and zits. For number 1. There's no number on this. For 7 points. There we go. First one to come across the YouTube chat to unscramble this anagram gets 7 points. Jawbones evoke vets and zits. No, Jay Zuckerman, Michael Jordan, and Scottie Pippen do not have any Zs in them, so that is patently false. What else we got? Let's see. First ones to crack this get 7 points applied to this score. There we go. Christopher Elzer, Steve Jobs, and Steve Wozniak is the dynamic duo. Christopher Elzer, please tell us what team you're on. I'm going to apply 7 points to your score, and that might shoot you into the lead. Here, live from the Waylon and benefiting the Waylon, Gaf West, Gaf East. Yes, Christopher Zur, yes, you got it. You don't have to write it again. You got it correct. We already put it up there. I know. It takes a lag. There's a lag time. Who cares? It's YouTube. You got it right. You got it right. What team are you on, Mr. Zur? So I can give you 7 points to the previous round. While we wait for Christopher Zur, know full well that you guys have donated several hundred. Premature enumeration gets 7 points. And just like that, bing, bang, boom, in the lead at 60 points. Right behind them at 54 is Wake Me Up When November Ends. Following right behind on their heels is the highest of heels at 49. But I assure you, there are enough points on the board for nearly anyone to win. Here, live from the Waylon. Last round night, random shit you should know. All 10 repeats will come up after the 10th question. It's a 6-point match between the top 2 teams, but no one is yet to be knocked out because these are all over the place. Question number 1 repeats after number 10 in the last round night here live from the Waylon. Random shit you should know. Question number 1. The Australian Capital Territory is an enclave within this state. The Australian Capital Territory is an enclave within this state. For number 1 in random shit you should know.
From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for, one little kiss and Felina, goodbye.
Woke up Sunday morning,
with no way to hold my head.
Number 2. This is the southern half of the northernmost state in Germany, or in the United States, the most prominent and highest producing dairy cow. This is the southern half of the northernmost state in Germany, or in the United States, the most prominent and highest producing dairy cow. Moo. Moo, I say. Moo, I say again. I say for a thrice time, moo.
And I shaved my face and combed my hair and stumbled down the stairs to meet the day.
Yes, Pops, I'll be ready for the ride. I think we're going to go to Brooklyn tomorrow. How's that sound? Let's go to Brooklyn. Why not? It's Brooklyn. No one lives there.
Cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. But I lit my first and watched a small kid cussing at a can that he was kicking.
All right, number 3 in the final round night random shit you should know. A cupule is the name of the cup-resembling structure that holds this tree-borne nut. A cupule is the name of the cup-resembling structure that holds this tree-borne nut. For number 3 in random shizzy you should nizzy my busies.
On the Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. 'Cause there's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome.
Number 4. Belle and Sebastian's 1998 breakout album was entitled The Boy with the Arab This. Belle and Sebastian's 1998 breakout album was entitled The Boy with the Arab This. For number 4 in random randomness.
With a laughing little girl who he was swinging. And I stopped beside a Sunday school and listened to the song that they were singing. Then I headed back for home, and somewhere far away a lonely bell.
Number 5, halfway through the round. Enough points on the board for nearly anyone who could. Sometimes I speak in rhymes. Here's number 5. This is the most populous city on the Attic Peninsula. This is the most populous city on the Attic Peninsula. For number 5.
'Cause there's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as it sounds. On the sleeping city sidewalks, Sunday morning coming down.
And number 6 repeats will come up at the top of the round. This is the name of the comedy improv troupe that stars in Impractical Jokers. This is the name of the comedy improv troupe that stars in Impractical Jokers. For number 6 in random shit that you probably don't know, but maybe you do know. Who knows? You want a hint on this? I could give you a hint on it. You do want a hint? They want a hint on it. It was the 19th century nickname for the Times Square area.
Time don't matter to me, 'cause I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere.
Jay, if you're asking to purchase my father's art, you could talk to me, because I will represent him and take 10% off the top. It's not cheap, by the way. Well, it's cheap for me. It's not cheap for you.
All that I keep hearing
Number 7, only a couple more questions left here on the final round tonight, here live from the Waylon, and of course benefiting the Waylon itself, Hibernia around the corner, Gaf West around the corner, up on the Upper East Side, Biddy's Pub and Gaf East, and all the way in deepest, darkest Brooklyn, the Brazen Head. Number 7. This is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. This is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. For number 7, it's not as complex as it sounds. Number 8, all your repeats will come up after number 10. Bordering both Pakistan and the Arabian Sea, this is the westernmost state in India. A lot of states questions. Why'd that come up? I'm just clicking random on Wikipedia, and they all come up with states. Bordering both Pakistan and the Arabian Sea, this is the westernmost state in India. For number 8.
Time don't matter to me. Come 1,000 miles from nowhere, and there's no place I wanna be. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere. Time don't matter to me. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, and there's no.
Number 9, the second to last question on the round and on the evening. Question number 10 is next. And then we'll put all of your repeats up on screen, all 10 of them. Give you several minutes to review them, several minutes to discuss with your teammates. Then I'm going to implore that you click that submit button. We'll review the answers together, settle any disputes, add up our scores, and see who wins tonight live from the Waylon. And of course, benefiting our great bars, the Waylon, Gaf East, Gaf West, Hibernia, Brazen Head, and Biddy's. Number 9. Since 1869, celery seed flavored soda Celeray has been produced by this New York company. Since 1869, celery seed flavored soda Celeray has been produced by this New York company. For number 9, the Jewish ladies next to me are dancing. I said that with a straight face. I can't believe I said that with a straight face. It's very kosher. It's very kosher. Jay Zuckerman says, L'chaim, ladies. Why would someone named Zuckerman know what L'chaim means? I have no idea. All right, here we go with the final question of the round and of the evening. Listen very carefully. There are multiple points on the board. Team captains, with your caps locks on, of course, you will see 10-1-2-3-3, blah, 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 up to 15 possible points for the final question of the round and of the night. Thus, you have up to 15 points. If you thought you were eliminated, you're not, because you may score up to 15 points on the final question of the night, which is this: 1 point for each of the 15 instrument parts utilized by Beethoven in his Symphony No. 5 in C minor, Opus 67. Not individual instruments, instrument parts utilized by Beethoven in Symphony No. 5 in C minor, Opus 67. There are 15 individual instrument parts. We don't need the keys of the individual instruments. We just need the broad title of each of the 15 parts used by Beethoven in his Fifth Symphony. That includes all 4 movements, because 2 of those instrument parts are only in the 5th movement. All right, guys, here we go. Here are all of your repeats. You have several minutes to take a look at them, several minutes to discuss. Then I'm going to ask you to turn them in, grade the scores, and see who wins tonight live from the Waylon.
God forgive me if I cry, weary blues from waiting. Lord, I've been waiting too long. These blues have got me crying. Oh, sweet mama, please come home.
They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. We'll make a film about a man that's sad and lonely, and all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come to see me in the movie. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time, and all I gotta do is act naturally. We'll make the scene about a man that's sad and lonely, and begging down upon his bended knee. I'll play the part, but I won't need rehearsing. All I'll have to do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come to see me in the movie, but then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time, and all I gotta do is act naturally.
She thinks I still care,
Just because I ask a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I rang her number by mistake today, she thinks I still care. Just because I haunt the same old places where the memory of her lingers everywhere. Just because I'm not the happy guy I used to be, she thinks I still care. But if she's happy thinking I still need her, get such an ideal just because I ask a friend about her, just because I spoke her name somewhere, just because I saw her then went all to pieces. She thinks I still care. She thinks I still care.
1 more minute to review, 2 more minutes to discuss with your teammates.
Well, I woke up this morning, it was drizzling rain. Around the curb come a passenger train. Heard somebody yodel and a hobo moan. Jimmy, he's dead, he's been a long time gone, been a long time gone. A long time gone.
Jay, it's Clive with a Y, not with an I. And he's not playing anymore. He works on Wednesdays. So you guys can all say thank you.
You gotta put on your coat and T.I.E. Wanna get the rabbit out the L.O.G. You gotta make a cold motion like a D.O.G. Not like a D.O.G. Like a D.O.G. Yeah. I got a good woman, what's the matter with me? What makes me wanna love every woman I see? I was trifling when I met her, now I'm trifling again. And every woman she sees look like a place I came in. Look like a place I came in. Yeah.
All right, guys, 2 minutes to discuss with your teammates. 2/3 of you have turned them in, but you don't have to turn them in yet until I ask you to. And I'm seeing a lot of questions coming across the chat. I will clarify all of those. And as a classical music major, I'm not gonna cut any corners on this. You're either right or you're wrong. All right, guys, 1 more minute to turn them in. Meanwhile, make sure that you follow all of our bars, the Waylon, Gaf East, Gaf West, Brazen Head, Biddy's in Hibernia on all social media. Who knows what hints they're going to give you? Probably none. And of course, do you have a corporate trivia event that you want me to book? I will gladly do so because I am a slut for money. Yes, Daddy likes the dinero. Round 6 answers in just 1 second. You guys have 1 minute left to click that submit button. Make sure your caps locks are on. And then we're going to reveal the answers, settle any disputes, and see who wins tonight here live from the Waylon. Wow, some really great scores out there. Really great scores. Even the terrible teams, well, one team was very terrible, but even the terrible teams, the mediocrely terrible teams, still did very well. Terribly cute. All right, click submit. Looks like we're all in. If you are already satisfied with how the Google form judged you, please write your answers. How many out of 24 you got? If you're not satisfied and you have any disputes, wait for me to reveal the answers, which are coming up right now. Number 1, New South Wales completely enclaves the Australian Capital Territory, or ACT. The southern half of a German state is also the name of a cow, which is Holstein. Acorns are held in cupules. The Boy with Arab Strap is Belle and Sebastian's breakout album. The Attic Peninsula's #1 city is Athens. Attica, Attica, Attica. The Tenderloins is the name of the improv troupe that makes up Impractical Jokers. Pi is the ratio. One team spelled it with an E. That's stupid, but phonetically it's correct, so give yourself a point. Gujarat is the westernmost Indian state. Dr. Brown's is the famously kosher soda manufacturer, and the 15 parts of a Beethoven symphony, specifically Symphony No. 5 in C minor, Opus 67 are. The woodwinds are piccolo, flute, oboe, and clarinet, bassoon, and contrabassoon. The brass are the horns, or if you wrote French horn, give yourself a point. The trumpets, the trombone. The percussion is only timpani. If you wrote kettle drum, give yourself a point. I didn't write that because no one calls it a kettle drum unless you've never played music before, but technically you're correct. And then the strings, very critical. The first violin part and the second violin part are two separate parts. If you just said violins, you are patently wrong. There's violin 1 and violin 2. The violas, the cellos, and finally, all the way at the bottom, the double bass or upright bass. If you said upright bass, you get a point. Those are our answers. Please grade yourselves. Tell us what you got. And if you have any disputes, please raise your disputes right now in the chat. And then we'll settle it down and see who won the evening here live from the Waylon on 50th and 10th Avenue. Let's hear your disputes, guys, right now. And judging by the fact that everyone entered their scores, there are no disputes. Dude, what the hell is a contrabassoon? It's a very large bassoon that is bassier than the already bassy bassoon. That's all it is. Just a very big bassoon. And that's only used in the 4th movement. The contrabassoon, the piccolo, and the trombones are only used in... Greg, you're a music teacher. A really terrible music teacher. And the scores, virtual drum roll, please. 67 points in 3rd place. Tied, highest of heels in Black Lives Matter. 75 for Wake Me Up When November Ends. And 82. Round of applause for your winners. Premature enumeration. Note that premature enumeration is only 7 points off the leader, so had they not cracked that anagram, they would not have won. It would have been a tie for the lead. Congratulations, premature enumeration. Great job, Wake Me Up. Great job, Black Lives. Great job, Highest of Heels. Pia Jesu Domine, Dona es Requiem, cum Sancti Spiritu, in gloria Dei Patris. Amen. Make sure you show up next Wednesday. Come here live if you are capable of it. If not, we'll still be broadcasting just like always. Thank you so much for your generosity. All of these bars and their staffs love you guys to death. Have a fantastic evening. And good night.
I never knew that I could hurt this way. And heartache number 2 was when you come back again. You came back and never meant to stay. Now I've got heartaches by the numbers, troubles by the score. Every day
Each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartaches by the numbers, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end. Yes, I've got heartaches by the numbers, a love that I can't win. But the day that I stop counting, that's the day my world will end.
There stands the glass that will ease all my pain, that will settle my brain. It's my first one to take. There stands the glass that will hide all my tears.